What is up, people? How we doing tonight? Chick chick. All right. Let's go see who got the weekly award. Figured it was gonna be Duke Johnson. 5 rushing touchdowns, 4 receptions. Yeah, that was a very good game for him. 6.4 rushing average. He only got 9 carries, but when you got Duke Johnson and David Johnson, it's really hard to split the carries evenly. All right, let's see our breakout player. How'd you feel about Duke Johnson Jr.'s last game? That guy has a serious nose for the end zone. I never thought of him as a franchise back, but you know what? Let's see what he can do against Tennessee. If we give him the opportunity, I bet he'll surprise us. Alright, so we need to get Duke Johnson another 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing and receiving. No, no, Blue, no fumbles. No fumbles allowed. Alright, and we are going up against an X Factor halfback. What's the game plan for Derrick Henry? The guy is an absolute load. It's going to take 2 or 3 defenders to bring him down, especially if we give him space to build up momentum. How do you want to handle him? We are going to slow him down. We'll manage him as well as we can. I don't think we'll be able to shut him down completely, but I don't think we have to. If we can just slow him down, I think we can pull out the win. Yeah, I like that approach. We don't have to stop him. We just have to contain him. Let's do it. Hold them to 1 or fewer rushing touchdowns. It's going to be rough, but we might be able to do it. Alright, let's see who's ready to negotiate. If I remember right, we have very limited cap space, though. Alright, PJ Hall. I can't remember what his problem was, to be honest. I like the bonus and the duration, just not the salary. Okay, let's try to up the salary to 100,000. Alright, boom, got it. The guy's an absolute load. That takes on a whole new meaning in the porn industry. Right, Blue? Probably shouldn't have said the P word, but it is what it is at this point. Alright, I feel like we can do better at the left outside linebacker position and strong safety. Because I think his zone coverage was kind of booty anyway. Alright, so speaking of, let's go ahead and look at our strong safeties. Early first round talent. Remember, we don't have a pick until 3rd round. A- hit power, I like that. First round talent though, so we'll have to see what we can get when it comes time for our. I'm not liking any of this. The talent kind of dropped off. C plus hit power, but B zone coverage, which I play a lot of like cover 2 where the safeties are in zone, so we'll see at that. This guy's horrible. If it starts out with a C, I'm just not gonna continue. Let's go free safety now and go down to 2nd, 3rd round, somewhere in there. Undrafted. Early 5th round. That guy might actually turn into something decent, but start weekly training. We'll swim through it. Alright, and we are ready to play. Oh, and we're playing it at Nissan Stadium. Yay. Alright, let's go. How's everyone's Thursday night going? Pretty laid back. Well, we're definitely outthrowing Tannehill, that's for sure. Cooks is actually going off with the limited touches that he's had, so.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Alright, let's get this started. Get to receive the ball.
On EA Sports.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the
Cobb's not a
30-yard
fast
line.
man. You're 3-2 now. If you're not 5-2 by the time this stream ends, I will find you and give you the biggest wedgie that's humanly possible. Blue, you should know by now not to tease me with a good time. Just saying. Right side is going to be blitzing, so we're going to run to the left side.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they get him
a good run to start.
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive.
If I'm 5-2, I will honestly be surprised because we have the Titans now, and I can't remember who we play next.
For this Houston Texans team, they lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh no, don't do that. I mean, I don't need him anymore, but I still like to have him. Oh, can Stills do it? Nope. Stills don't got the wheels, bro.
20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
We got Fells.
Man, the tight end Fells. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Probably mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense, and he's in.
Well, there's one for 3 touchdowns right there. Let's go.
Duke Johnson.
Oh, sorry, Blue. Touchdown!
And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taking it about the 1. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Alright, we got to get JJ his 100th career sack, hopefully. Let's start off with a blitz. Oh, they're starting off with a run, so. Yeah, I don't feel like. Ooh, JJ gets through.
And he stopped immediately.
Let's go.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn.
JJ stopping the run again. Only let him get 1 yard.
Forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But Derrick Henry,
I'm going to call cover 3.
Year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing. One of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
That kind of bit me in the ass right there, yo. It's alright. Cover 1 robber.
I would dare say that this week in practice,
I'm going to press the receivers.
talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start.
Still did not do shit.
You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah,
Is that Davis again?
Think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's
No, Smith. Johnny Smith, the tight end.
They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Probably gonna run it right here. Right side.
Now
I don't know.
Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
I don't want to talk about that. That was bad. That bad defense. Man coverage is not working against this team.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away.
Smith is wide open again. Left side.
I can just see veteran observers of the game.
Ooh! Whitney Merciless, let's go. Does he got the wheels though? Let's go, Whitney Merciless. I know, Blue, but did you see that pick?
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone.
Fighting for the end zone.
No! That did not just happen.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in.
Oh, no.
Getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
Oh, that was bad.
The ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Blue, you jinxed me at the very beginning. Man, come on. How are you going to do me like that?
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. On second down, here's Henry. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense on its heels.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him in the 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. A first down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, another fumble. How did they recover that?
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for
Oh, I did not want to change to that guy. Ah, dang it.
Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes like this.
Blue, I love the passive aggressiveness. That was a good return right there.
Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
On second down now, it's Johnson. They're still about 3 yards shy.
You got a couple extra yards after contact right there.
to third down. 7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be taken down.
Good hands, Stills. Good hands.
Into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Catch there by Kenny Stills, and he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
Gosh dang it.
And he is met at the
I am
line of
not
scrimmage
good
and
reading the read
goes down
option.
right
I need to stop calling it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go play action. Hopefully we can trick him
Throwing
here.
on second down. Watson steps away.
Fells with the one hand. Let's go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the
Love the
25.
mustache, man. Love the mouse. Yep. Words.
Down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
Holding probably. Yup.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
Oh, the juke back inside. Let's go.
Down at the 26, following a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was
I've
rightfully
thought
named
about
the
it.
Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with
Remember
his
who that
offensive
is?
line,
I think it was
the
our
tight
right
end, his
tackle.
tailback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
I'll see what I can do after this game.
On 2nd and 12, Watson.
Oh, that's bad. That's.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ooh, 3rd and inches.
And that looked like some pretty
I'll
easy
be bold
yardage
here.
there, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We held him. We had to have held him.
For the marker.
Let's go! We held him.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else.
It's all right. They can have the field goal.
Makes the score Titans 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and
All right,
his
let's be
offense
smart
heading
here
back
now.
out there. And he comes out
Smart
on the heels
passes.
of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this
Yeah,
done.
I've thought about.
It did only
Oh,
lose
Cooks,
3
come
points
on, man.
after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
I've thought about
Making life difficult for the receiver. Very
in the
tough for a
offseason
guy to
seeing
hold
what I
on to
can
the
do for
football.
quarterbacks,
Contact, he ends up
and
forcing
then
the incompletion.
going from there.
And
Jesus
a little
Christ.
floater there is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target,
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he finds Stills.
Oh, let's go.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds. Right
I did this for a reason.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
All right, that's 2 of his 3.
Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have retaken.
Thank you, Kenny Stills, for setting that up perfectly.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Blue. Touchdown! Let's go.
Good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taking it about the 1.
Ooh, big hit from Watkins.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
All right, we just got to play smart defense here.
We'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's complete to his time.
I really hope that's a holding call.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on
Let's
the field.
go!
What's the deal, dog? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't
Nope,
it? They
don't
were
like that.
pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this
Somebody's
up
injured.
past the 25
Nah, he'll
before
be
he's
okay.
out of bounds. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Cobb to return.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
All right, we're going no huddle. We're going to speed things up a little bit here.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
I don't think we gained any yardage
And
there.
he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. It's caught. Stills right side.
Watson's pass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Houston.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another
X is
clinic
open.
well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should
Oh
be,
no,
right?
Fells dropped.
I'm going to go back and watch
That's
this
all right.
tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll rifle this one.
Oh, man.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
God, why do you run behind the defender? Should have just kicked the field goal.
But they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They can have anything they want underneath.
Was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill
Let's go.
And scoop it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's 2nd down. Watson again. This is Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards.
Face mask?
Now let's check on the call.
How are you going to call holding that late? Okay, so I got to cut my right guard and my right tackle.
This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Wonderful.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson.
And there's his 3rd. Let's go. Touchdown! That's a dev trait upgrade, y'all. And I think I missed the extra point.
And that's a lead that
nope, okay.
as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have well, who needs a halftime? Am I right?
All right. We are up, so we are going to offense only the rest of the game. Hopefully our defense can hold Henry without our help.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills.
Stills and Fells, they're our go-tos.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
31, David Johnson.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he still holds on. Still hold on, you know? That's already his 7th reception.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, what?
Intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there.
Okay.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this
It's a little
offense
upsetting.
takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Just another interception, you know. It's fine.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards.
From the 50, it's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds.
Jesus
So
Christ.
this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. They find some open field here.
That was a good run. Good run right there.
Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
The ball carrier.
A big run there by Johnson. 43 yards. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're
Come on, get it off by the 1st. God dang it.
They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
All right. That's fine.
It's a
Let's go.
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Screen play. Johnson.
Oh, 66. Who you blocking, bro? Who you blocking? Come on.
In order
Do
for
better.
a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to
Go, another injured player.
Conversion. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson.
Pass interference. Let's go.
That one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock.
I'm going to be looking for fells right side end zone.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
If that don't work, I'm going to hit Cooks underneath. Cooks underneath it is. Cut up.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
Johnson fumbling again.
It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his
What the
guys
heck,
get the
man?
football back. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
I mean, I'm going to keep running with them, but that's 2 fumbles now, man.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down.
Are you fucking serious?
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Gosh, dang. Yeah, our defense is holding up great. Well, you just had to say something, Blue. Every damn time you say something, man.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. On first down, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their
Ha ha ha, Blue. It's not the first time my D has done the job. I have 2 kids.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the
Another first down. We can kneel it out and win this game. Let's go.
3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude,
Blue,
right,
that's a very good point, okay?
How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me,
You're always an overachiever.
Get out of there like you stole something. And they did.
All right, we got that win against the Titans. Let's go, 4 and 2.
With the victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second
Deshaun
half,
did
but
not
their
show
first
up to
half
play
output,
today, man.
that's enough to carry them
How
to
many
victory.
picks? 3 picks, I think. I'll look at the stats after we get through the slideshow.
You
But
think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense.
23 for 33, 2 touchdowns. Oh no,
So
wrong
for
one.
the Texans,
16 for
their good
27,
start continues as they
3
get their
interceptions.
record up to 4 and 2. And they'll return
what
home
the
next
hell?
week to take on the Green Bay
But
Packers.
let's see how
Meanwhile,
our
for the
defense ended up doing.
Titans,
J.J. Watt with
they can't
4.5
quite seem to
sacks
turn
just
things
this
around as they
game.
fall into 2 and 4
Wow,
now
let's
on
go.
the year. And now
1
they'll have
interception,
their bye week
which
as they'll be back in action
we
in
saw.
week 8.
Forced fumbles, 2. We ended up getting 2. J.J. had 1, and Justin Reed had another. Brendan Scarlett had that 1. So let's go. Our defense definitely did show up to play today. let's upgrade some players. And those were the dogs. And I will be back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. You see Duke Johnson Jr.? I didn't know he had that type of talent. We asked him to carry the offense this week, and he delivered. Guy's an absolute stud. And he is now Superstar Development Trait. Let's go. 2000 XP. Henry will not be denied his yards. That guy fights and fights and fights, doesn't he? But at the end of the day, we did our job. We got the win, and that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Only 500 XP for that? Whatever.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can
Alright,
improve
let's
your
advance
team.
this week. Oh, another weekly award. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm going to call the stream there. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. So, but thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. And we have a lot to take care of next stream. Maybe a couple days, but we definitely will keep this up. Facing the Packers next. And next stream I'll probably get the Packers next stream probably get the Packers game and the Jaguars game done. But all right. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We are now 4-2, and let's see, we are leading our division. Let's go. All right. But I will be seeing you all next time. Thank you for tuning in.